Alright guys, I'm gonna show you all how to use the chains. For those who don't know, why I use them and how I set them up. I'm gonna use the bench press, even though the same concept applies to squats. Any exercise, you would do it pretty much the same way, except you would adjust the strap differently according to what you want. First things first, I like to double the chains up. I'm focused more on the change in weight as you go through the exercise. Because as you guys know, as the chain leaves the floor, it makes the weight heavier through the range of motion. So if I double them up, then I get more of a change in weight because there's more chain coming off the ground as if I had it unfolded, if that makes sense. And if I unfolded the chain and tried to get the same amount of distribution, I'd have to use more chains, and that would add more weight to the bar. If I want to add more weight to the bar, I'll just throw more plates on. I don't need to add more chains. I want the chains simply for the change in weight as I push through the movement. The more I push the bar away from my chest, the more chain that comes off the ground because I have it doubled up, and therefore there's a bigger change of weight as I push through the range of motion. That's what I'm trying to say. But that's what I'm going for. So I double the chains up. If I want more weight, I just put more weight on the bar. Then you want to set it up to where at the end of the range of motion, so at the full extension, the chain is either completely off or almost off the ground. You don't want the chain to come off the ground like halfway through and then you're pushing through, because then you're just pushing more weight. You're not getting that differential as you're pushing through. My opinion, for more efficient, you get more efficiency out of what the chains are supposed to do, double them up and then set them up to where it's changing through the entire range of motion, meaning the chain should not be off the ground until almost at the very end. Through that entire press, the weight is constantly changing because there's chains coming off the ground the whole time. If I had the chain set up all the way up to the bar, then the chain would be off the ground before I finish the movement, and there would be a portion of that push to where I'm just pushing weight. I'm not getting that weight differential as I'm pushing through. So I hope this helps. I hope this makes sense. And use this. You can play this on squats, barbell curls, whatever the hell you want, rows. But just use that same principle of that chain traveling through the entire range of motion when you use the chains.